Welcome to The Dollhouse is the debut film of director-writer Todd Solondz. I've recently got into his work and watched two of his films. I've watched Happiness and Dark Horse, both really interesting little dark satire films. And his opening film, his first debut, is a coming-of-age story about Dawn Wiener. She is a young, precocious girl. This is a coming-of-age story where she's basically gets the short end of the stick because she's the middle child. She's got the younger sister who's kind of always gets the stuff, Missy. And then there's Mark, her older brother, who's a nerd. And she crushes on Steve Rogers, a new sort of singer who plays in Mark's band, but she has a goal of, getting more popular at school. I'm not actually sure what kind of goal she has, actually. This is a weird coming-of-age story. It's a little bit darker than your usual sort of romp, but this feels like the weird, awkward, dark, perverted cousin of a Wes Anderson movie, which is, I think, the charm of Todd Solondz movies, where you're not really sure what you're going to get. There's usually a nice sheen of suburbia, but there's always like a perverse, weird thing going on underneath. And in this case, everyone sort of just calls Dawn ugly. They call her a dog, they call her Wiener dog or whatever. And they just say it straight to her face. She only has one friend. He's like a effeminate young man who likes to hang out with her because he's harmless. Maybe he likes her. But there's also like this bully that like constantly bothers her at school. And then, she crushes on her brother's friend, and her parents are always ragging on her. And this is a really weird, dark little film. I quite enjoyed it, to be honest. It's definitely not your usual wheelhouse, and it's like a coming-of-age story, but with a weird, dark twist, like kind of like, watching a movie and nothing's really going on, and then you find out, like, the cousin's like a murderer or something. It's kind of like that. It's never that dark, but overall there's some great sequences in this film. It's not a laugh-a-minute riot, but it is like a weird chuckle sort of dark humor, for dark humor lovers for sure. So Welcome to the Dollhouse is a very interesting debut film of Todd Solondz, and I give it a 7 out of 10.